Welcome to the second part of Advanced Content Marketing. This video is all about using landing pages alongside your marketing automation system in your content marketing program. We know from the success rates we see in our campaigns that the best type of performing content right now is interactive content. It's a really powerful way to engage your audience and a great way to capture leads at the start of your funnel. It also helps your sales team to plan their follow-up by uncovering more about your contacts deeper inside the sales funnel. Interactive content is proven to be twice as effective than passive content for generating conversions. That means quizzes, assessments, and calculators do better than white papers and PDF downloads. Every time someone clicks inside of your interactive content, they make a micro-commitment to move forward. People generally make up their mind, and once they do, they don't change it. Inviting someone to interact with a quiz in a creative way generates curiosity and gets them clicking. As they progress, they want to see the result and hence are even more willing to hand over their email address to get the result. The best content marketing doesn't just teach someone, but it earns his or her trust as a lead in your funnel. Therefore, getting a customer's email is your first transaction with them, and this is done on a landing page. You are basically trading their privacy, which is their email, in exchange for your information. Which is why it's important to prove your value in advance and, if possible, help them realize some results. A landing page in this context is designed for one reason alone, to get your prospect to sign up and give you their information. When designing your campaigns, it's important to consider who will be visiting this landing page. Remember where we identified the buyer's persona in the previous video, who the contacts are, and also what stages exist in your buying process, your content, your landing page, your headline. Everything needs to speak to that ideal buyer and in relation to where they are in the buying journey. Your online ads should be sending people to these landing pages, and so should traffic from your blog posts and your social media efforts. If you can draw someone to your landing page, the funnel is about to begin. Once your contact signs up, you can begin the process of automatically drip-feeding content over time to build a strong relationship and add value as they move through your lead funnel. Over time, your contact will continue to qualify or disqualify themselves based on how much they engage with your content using the marketing automation system. Once they're in your system, you can see how long they read an article, which emails they open, and ultimately who your salespeople should call by using lead scoring. This is going to be covered in more detail in our lead generation training videos. But ultimately, the goal is to get your potential buyer on your list so you can start to leverage data about them. Let's end with some landing page best practices that you need to consider when building your permission-based list. Let's start right from the top. Make sure that your call to action is above the fold. Users should be able to see your call to action without scrolling down. You can also use visual cues, arrows, boxes, and other images to highlight where to click. Whatever your design choice, make sure that the button you want people to click on contrasts and pops. Also, don't use default button values like submit or read more. The button should be engaging and state what it is, like free instant access. It needs to be something that will help the contact to understand what will happen next. The landing page should be clear, clean, and concise. Your contact should be able to understand in 5 seconds what's in front of them. Not only that, make sure that the landing page calls out to them and says, "You're in the right place," so you should use images and vocabulary that they actually recognize. You also need to make sure you have a compelling headline, which has clean, concise, benefit-rich text. It's a really good idea to have social proof, so, as seen on, like as seen in this newspaper or this magazine, testimonials, and reference numbers of downloads or subscribers. The goal is to help your potential customers feel safe. You also want to make sure that you have a visible privacy policy and terms of service. Google wants to see this as a requirement for AdWords, but so do your customers. And lastly, you want to have limited form fields. Don't ask for information you don't need. Name and email is best to start with. You can ask for more later in the journey. Finally, the most important thing that you can do with your new landing pages is to test it. Test your layouts and the copy content to see exactly what works for your audience. And there you have it, an advanced look into content marketing best practices. Now that you've completed both 101 and advanced content marketing topics, you can move on to the content marketing framework and toolkit, complete with all the resources you need to get rapid results. Thanks for watching. See you in Stage 1 of the Content Marketing Framework next.